Hello, I am Jos. I am 17 years of age. I am a student. I am at sixth form. This is my uncle and this is my sister.
Hi, my name's Justin and I live in Tunbridge Wells in Kent in England. I'm 51 years of age and my job is in the cinema.
Hi, I'm Maisie, I'm 15 years old and I'm a student. Sorry, we just couldn't sort out.
Should we sort out an order?
I'll go first and then you
Okay, yeah,
after.
we'll do it.
I normally have cereal or porridge with honey. So these are porridge oats. You use it with milk and you cook it and it's a hot meal and it turns into slightly different consistency, but yeah, it's normally a breakfast thing.
Sometimes I'll have cereal with milk, and on special occasions we sometimes make American pancakes, which are fluffier pancakes.
They're the big ones.
They're the big ones, yes. They're very nice.
Porridge sometimes, cereal sometimes, but I do quite like a full English breakfast. So in that you would have probably a fried egg, maybe a couple of sausages, sometimes tomatoes, maybe some toast, and English breakfast tea is quite popular with the full English breakfast. So that's very tasty, but because it's not one of the most healthy breakfasts, so we tend not to have that every day. It's more of a special occasion when you feel like you deserve it or something like that.
Oh, okay. I need to explain something about mushy peas.
Right.
It really depends what kind you have. If you get them from the chippy, which is fish and chip shop, they're really good because they've got some flavour in them.
Right.
But if you have them from a tin, they're normally pretty manky and they don't really have much flavour.
Okay.
I've never had them.
What?
I don't think I'd like them. They sound disgusting.
They sound
to me.
mushy, don't they?
They sound mushy, like that. That's not a good word, mushy. I don't like the sound of that word.
They are widely available and you can buy them in the supermarket in a tin normally. But I'm not a big fan of them. I like garden peas, which is they normally have more flavour in my view. And yeah, for me they're the better ones than the mushy peas.
Yeah, well the thing is, I think part of it for me, if I am cooking myself a meal, peas are one of the easiest things to cook, just because they take 2 minutes. You just put them in a hot pan and they're easy and they taste nice. Oh, I normally meet with my friends and we'll go to our town or the town centre, which has a lot of eateries or places to eat. So I normally go out for a meal or picnic because there's a very nice park nearby.
I like to produce music in my free time. I use software called Ableton, and I also like playing games with my friends online.
I like walking, exploring the countryside, and even though I work in the cinema, I do watch quite a lot of films, so it wouldn't be surprising if I was on my day off watching a film and then the next day going to work in the cinema.
Do you want to make a surprise appearance?
Do you want to make a surprise appearance? Yeah.
Just for one.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the household.
They do help to clear the table and load and unload the dishwasher.
I clean the stairs.
And if they're paid, then clean the stairs.
No,
They're paid.
I sweep, I hoover, I
Entrepreneurs.
break my back.
Good one.
I have a variety of friends who come from a variety of different backgrounds, and it really does depend, because I have people who do it regularly, or will, you know, it's just part of their natural day. And then I also know someone who used to get paid like £10 to do the dishwasher. So yeah.
I wouldn't mind having that job.
No.
No, I've never been paid for doing chores. I don't know what she's getting paid. Most of my chores involve putting clothes away, folding them up.
He never does
no,
that.
please
He never
don't.
does
I
that.
do. It's so true. Occasionally, I will help stock the community larder. Which is true. I do it once.
You've done it once.
I've done it twice.
I did it for 6 months for my DOV and he's done it once.
Short answer, yes, I do lots of chores.
And you say that with a straight face. It's amazing.
Oh, it's true. Oh my days.
I have.
We've
Okay,
not,
maybe I
better
should.
Maybe
not
not,
talk about that
maybe
one.
not, because we might
No,
get
I'm
into it.
okay.
We might just get into it.
The
As children, we don't see any of the differences because we are not affected. Let's leave it there.
I would say that it's still quite early days for making a very accurate judgment on the situation. It wasn't that long ago, and the current government are the ones that sort of were involved in implementing the early stages of Brexit. So it would be sort of interesting to find out in a decade or so what changes have been made. One of the issues that you might pick up that's in the news at the moment is it's a bit more difficult for goods to be shipped from Great Britain, and that's either Wales, England or Scotland, into Northern Ireland, because Northern Ireland is slightly different arrangement. So that is the current problem that they're trying to work out a solution to.
Be careful with what you're going to say now.
The thing is, I don't actually know much because even through education systems, we haven't really we don't get taught about. Well, there's certain areas you study in, well, more like geography, and we haven't studied anywhere really in South America. You more go Europe or places with volcanoes for obvious reasons. So yeah, but I know about coffee. That's the best part is imported, and I know about Rio because that's obvious.
Carnival.
Is that from Brazil?
Oh my god.
She is basing her entire knowledge of Brazil off the film Rio. What I know about Brazil is that it hosted the Olympics in 2016, and it made me aware how into football they are in Brazil, which I didn't know as much before that. And we're very into football as well in the UK. We have independent teams which people are very passionate about, which I hear is also similar in Brazil.
Yeah, I lived in Sao Paulo for just over a year, so I have some very good memories of teaching English. That was in around 1990, so that was a long time ago, but I can still remember it very well, and I did enjoy teaching English for that time.
I'd say it varies, but I'm going to stay out this one because I don't really watch football, so I'm not one to say.
So I don't watch much football either, but I have friends who tell me things about football over here. I hear many of my friends say it is Chelsea,
Yeah,
who are Chelsea are probably the most supported team in the UK.
Yeah, there's,
I'd imagine.
or in our area, at least there's loads of people that support
In the UK, there's kind of a top two teams divide where a lot of people support Chelsea. The main four I think people support are Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea and Arsenal. The best team though,
Which one do you support?
I mean, I've supported Arsenal since year 3 because I was told one day to do it, and I just haven't really changed. And then I just liked how they played in games. So yeah.
Well, I support Tottenham Hotspur, and they've got a very nice new stadium, which I haven't actually been to that one, but I have been to a game in their old stadium. That's in London, and yeah, so that's my team.
Carnival.
Yeah, that's,
Sorry, just something thought. Well, I feel like obviously we have landmarks, but I don't know if it's just part of it is because I've grown up around them. But when I've been to places like France, they have the massive ones like Arc de Triomphe, and we have Tower Bridge. But I'd like more of the ones, the iconic ones like Eiffel Tower.
you want to take this?
The French are gonna love this.
Yeah.
From the French.
I want to take
to
their
England.
landmarks and put it in England.
Ah,
Ooh.
great. I have also travelled to France recently,
Really?
and they do incredible bread, and we do not have that in England. The bread we have is very mediocre, even if it
Bland.
is fresh. Whereas in France, it's very highly accessible, which also
Yeah,
fresh bread isn't really highly accessible in England in comparison to France, where you can kind of get a baguette anywhere. But yeah, I just want the bread.
Well, there are lots of great places to see in London, like the Houses of Parliament and Westminster Abbey, and so and the National Gallery. So yeah, but I think we were talking earlier on today about the restaurant. What's it called?
Churrascaria.
The churrascaria. So that would be interesting to have some big churrascaria. I think because I do remember enjoying going to the churrascaria, and I really like to see more in this country.
Actually, very interesting. If you don't mind,
Yes.
could you tell us the difference in pronunciation between the two words?
Or beach and bitch.
Yeah, could you say that slowly
Yes.
for my students, please?
So,
Number
beach.
one,
Are you
where
sure
we
this is
go
for
for pleasure.
students?
Wait,
is the beach.
where we go for a swim.
For a swim, you go
Great.
to the beach, but if your friend is being rude to you, you call them a bitch.
No, you wouldn't say that to
But-
a friend.
Well, yeah, if it's a
Really,
friend.
a female dog.
Yeah, it means a female dog is a bitch, a bitch,
Right.
and a beach. So it's a very slightly. It's like the tree. So it's the e sound, beach. That's different.
Like
Instead
a
of the
tree.
it.
No, it's what?
No, because you know the tree beach, beach tree.
I know, but like that's not relating it to how it sounds.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like the word tree.
E.
That was perfect. That was amazing. That you should become an English
I
teacher.
should. I
Hmm?
know. English can be quite a complex language with how many different branches there are, but I'd say don't worry with all the modernised part of the language, which I think, to be honest, most people wouldn't worry about any of the slang, but I know English can be quite a confusing language to learn with all the new words people bring in, but yeah, once you get the basics, there are things you can add on to that, so.
Don't try and force trying to be like English or trying to force a English accent or something, because people over here are very accepting if you have an accent, and often what will throw them off is actually trying to do a British accent.
Yeah, persevere with your grammar and your vocabulary. So, you know, it's going to be difficult at times, but keep going, and certainly, you know, you can pick up vocabulary through textbooks, but also through watching drama and film and so on. And yeah, just keep going, keep working at it, and you'll get there.
Guys, for this section, I want to open up for you guys to ask 2 questions each about Brazil, and directed to our students.
What sort of food do you eat in Brazil? And
You forgot the questions.
What was it?
I don't remember.
Shall I just do mine?
Yeah, you do yours, I'll remember.
What's your favourite football team? And if you could visit any country in the world, where would you visit?
And does everybody enjoy samba? Do you think it would help your English to visit England?
What is your favourite part of Brazil?
And she wants to implement fracking so they can mine oil underneath people's houses.
And that's
again,
really
which has
damaging.
been made illegal years ago. I can answer the questions myself.
I know, but I don't know what fracking is, so most people
Yes, so
wonder.
don't.
Yeah, but no, I know what it is now, but most people don't know what it is. So if you're not going to say, you need to mention that it's damaging, otherwise people.
No, I literally said it's mining oil
That's the
under
end of that.
people's
I'm
houses.
not going to cut this out, you know. This is
Ah.
all going live.
I said manky.
Oh, yeah,
at
you-
one point.
What is a manky?
It's-
Manky's
I died
it's an
laughing at us as well.
adjective.
Manky means it's like disgusting.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh.
like if you describe something as manky, it's like
Oh,
it's
right.
like all mushy peas manky.
Oh
It's
no, okay, yeah, I
Comes
got
from
that when you
junk,
said it.
like-
It's just out of
Yeah.
context. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Rank.
And then I
are you
also
being
realised
racist?
if some of them get a bit messy when.
You each ask 2 questions for our students.
Oh yeah.
That's fine.
Think of them and
Does
whenever
my
you're
hair look good?
Uh,
Would something like, what's your favourite shop? Or like, I was going to say restaurant. I was going to say restaurant, but then that sounds a bit.
what is your
Oh, what's your
favourite
favourite meal? What's your favourite meal?
Okay.
That's a better one.
restaurant? What?
What's your
Who
favourite
are
meal?
you?
What food do you eat in Brazil? Could you say?
Yeah.
See, that's a
What
good
food do you
cultural
eat in Brazil?
question.
I'll say.
What's your favourite shop?
What's your favourite shop, girl?
The one down the street, you know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Okay,
have a
so
favourite shop.
what's your?
What's your favourite English artist or British artist?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that
okay.
makes sense.
Ed Sheeran. Here we go.
Most of them are going to say that. Actually, they're probably going to say, but isn't Ed Sheeran American?
Yeah.
That's what-
Yeah. Joss said something and I laughed, but because of my cough, my laugh sounds like a smoker's laugh. So it's like. Then I heard Dad laughing, so I tried not to laugh.
Are you having tea, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Of course you
Yeah.
are.
Of course, I'm
It's all
British
I drink.
in my blood.